I mean, nobody teaches. If they teach you all this stuff, look at VIX, look at this, then they're wrong. Okay? So Amazon is trading at 32.80, 32.70. And the 3,300 calls are 7 to 8. 7 to 8. Okay? The stock goes up 20 points. 20 points up. And this was, what, Tuesday? Early, right? Stock goes up 20 points. So what do you expect the calls to do? We're just going to quiz Omid as we go here. What do you expect the option to do, Omid, if the stock goes up 20 points? Amazon. Are you there, Omid? There he is. Okay. Is that better? Okay. He's here, but he's not here. Okay. Give him a second here. Okay. So I'll answer for him. Okay. If somebody else wants to get on here and answer my quizzes, just raise your hand. Okay. You can be the quiz taker today. Okay. So what do you expect it to do if the stock goes up 20 points? I'll answer for you. Simple answers. I'm going to give you simple answers as I go. You expect the stock to go up. I don't care how much. I'm just telling you, the premium should go up, right? The stock went up 20 points. The premium should go up. The premium doesn't go up. It doesn't go up, not even 5 cents. Then the stock goes up another 20 points. It goes up another 20 points. So what should the stock do? Ovid, what should the stock do? If Amazon is now up 40 points and the options are 7 to 8, and it went up 40 points, what should the option have done?
Yeah, I just walked in. Can you say it again?
So Amazon option 3400s are 7 to 8. The stock goes up 40 points. What should happen? I don't need you to tell me where the option should be. Just what should the option do if the stock goes up? It should go up.
Yeah.
Right? It went up 40 points. It should go up.
40 points is decent, you know.
But I'm not saying it should. I can tell you where it should be. It should be 11, but
I was going to say 10. Yeah.
It didn't even go up 50 cents, Omid. The stock moved $40 in your favor, and the option did not go up.
And NVIDIA showed somewhat the same thing, no?
Yeah. So let me get. I'm giving people clues on how to read premium here. Okay. So what does that tell you if the option doesn't go up at all? What does it tell you?
It can't go. They don't think it can't go.
The stock is not going to go. He knows there's sell orders out there. It's not going to go up at all. It's going to go to shit, as clear as day. And what did it do? It's now today, as of today, it's down 130 points. Those options the next day went to 5, then they went to 2. If you are buying that option, you have no clue on what to do. The stock, okay, what Roku? Here's another one, Roku. Roku is at 180, and it goes to 187. And the 200 calls, which are 117, go to 120. They went up 3 cents. Then when it finally popped a little bit, it went up 30 cents. And as soon as it dropped $1, it went back to $1. It didn't go up. That told you it's not only is it done, it's done for the whole frickin' week. It's not going to move. As easy a trade as you get. Okay? Now you see and now you see. Okay? The banks are lower now. If the banks collapse, okay, we'll lose money on the GSs, right? But we're going to make a monster move on our SPXs. They're already up. I bought them at 9. They're already up 13, right? And Shop is about to implode, and Tesla is about to implode, And Moderna is about to implode. And if you held BTNX, you got 1 to 7. That's going to implode. And UPSD is about to go to 100. Okay, so that's one secret in options. But now let me give you the one from yesterday. This is different. This is another tell. Okay? And only smart people. Now, if you get this quiz right, you're smart. If you don't get this quiz right, you're learning. How's that? You're in the learning realm. Okay?
Oh boy.
Okay, so Omid's on the hook here. Anybody else want to be on the hook? Raise your hand. Okay. So Taiwan Semi comes out with smokingly great news, as good news as you can get. You can't get better news than this. And Lam Research goes up 10, and it goes up 20, then it goes up 30, and it goes up 40, and it goes up 45. Okay, now the SPX is running pretty good. Okay. But the SPX starts to go down and it goes negative. Okay? It goes negative. And we're down 30 handles on SPX. And we have people making comments like, oh, I think we hit the bottom. Why? Why would you think that? Oh, the SPX went up 7. Who cares? Who cares? Completely meaningless. SPX goes up 3 more. Tesla pops 10. Why does that matter? It doesn't matter. What's the hottest stock? And you don't even have to look at the hottest stock, Omid. What was the hottest sector yesterday? Omid quiz 1. What was the hottest sector yesterday?
Was this index right here, the SOX semi.
Okay. The semi chips. Okay, you're thinking too much. The questions are ridiculously easy. Think less. Okay? What was the hottest stock yesterday in the market to start the day?
Lam Research?
Lam Research. It's up 45. It's the hottest stock in the market. So Lam Research goes all the way to 730, then it's back at 705. Okay, so Lam Research is at 705. The market pops $7 SPX. What should Lam Research do, Omid? The hottest stock, what should it do?
Should go up more.
It should go up more. Look at Omid is 2 for 2. Jesus. Genius. Okay, I'm sending you some gold stars. Gold stars. Don't give them to your kids. They're for you. Okay? Gold stars. It should go up. So the SPX went up 7. What did Lam Research do, Omid? What did it do? What did they actually do?
It stopped.
I
was actually looking at that.
Very simple answers. It did not go up.
I had
right?
SPX and Lam next to each other, and I was watching that.
Exactly. So it did not go up. So it didn't go up. So what did that tell you, Omid? What did that tell you?
Possible may go down.
Not only that, but the simpler answer. You're thinking too much, buddy. Think less. Okay? What did that tell you on the SPX and the market? It can't be real. If you're going to sell the best thing in the market that day, how the hell is anything else good? Right?
Right.
Guys, learn to think like this. If the best thing in the market today, and let's make up stuff. Let's say JP Morgan came out today, and they came out and they beat revenue and they beat earnings by triple. And they said Warren Buffett bought in, and he's going to buy their stock for $200. And the stock's still at 160. What's that tell you? The whole market sucks because its stock's not at $200. This is how you have to learn to think. If the best stock in the market can't go up in the best news, that means the whole market's going to implode. What did we do? I chased. I don't usually chase. I chased 150 SPXs. They were $3. I had them on my screen. But Sam does some stupid stuff sometimes. I had the 4650s and the 4630s. And I chased the 4650s at 3. I canceled the order to 360. I canceled that order to 4. I canceled that order to 5. I canceled that order to 6. And he finally filled at 550. And then we sold him at 16. Banked 160 grand.
We get ES is breaking down here. I wonder if one of the banks said so.
This thing should hit 40. This is very simple today. If 4,600 comes, it should hit 4,580. Now, quiz number 120, Omid. You're 119 for 119. Well, what number should it hit? 40. It should hit 4580. I'm giving you help.
4582.
Exactly. It should hit that number, 8182, where it hit the other day, and then it ripped up 70 points. So what happens if that number breaks, Omid?
And then
market goes.
Yeah, it goes 40, goes lower.
No. You're looking at numbers. Simple answers. Market goes up or down?
Down.
Now, there you go. Look at Omid. 120 for 120. Genius.
I need a helmet for my.
Look at our 4630s, guys. They're 23. Do I take 31? I may take 31. That becomes a 200. I bought 100 of them. 210K winner. Hold on, I don't got it set up because I was doing this. Let me go set it up. Sell the close. You guys can go watch. It's 100. Pre-market. I haven't put it in yet. Okay. It's now 21. If it gets to 35, maybe you'll take it. But I'm not so certain. That it doesn't get to 45.81 and break, and we're at 45.50 on it. And those go to $80.
Yeah, it's
$80.
Yeah. I mean, the
that's
futures definitely could hit this low, 45.
Okay, so that's the second secret, guys. I gave you the second secret. Now, if you didn't get it, this is recorded. Watch it over and over again. This is very simple. If the hottest stock in the market is way up and it comes down, how the hell would the market ever go up if that hottest stock doesn't go up? I mean, if you're buying calls and all the chip stops are down yesterday, you didn't understand the basics. You don't understand the basics. I'm just telling you. I put it out there as it is. I'm not going to pat you on the back. I'm just going to tell you you don't know what you're doing. Okay? Don't screw up like this. It's very simple. Now, yesterday I said, maybe the banks don't do well late at night. And people were like, well, they're going to have great news. Jamie Dimon came on the other day and he said, oh, the economy is great. It can handle all these rate hikes. What does Jamie Dimon know? He doesn't know nothing. The guy came out and told you Bitcoin was worthless and it's a fraud. Meanwhile, he's letting all his people do it. Now, he may be a great CEO and all that stuff for his stock. He's fine. But he's spewing stuff in the wind when he's telling you everything is great. Because in a month, when his stock is at 120, if the market rolls over and we're at a 20% loss, he's going to say the Fed screwed this up. They need to fix it. Inflation doesn't matter.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Jamie Dimon's not going to tell you that the market can handle higher rates, right? That wouldn't work too well for his book.
Exactly. Okay, so now we have these. So we're sitting in all these at Moderna. The news came out yesterday. Okay, yesterday was all about simple thinking. If you don't think simple, you screw things up and you lose money. This is a great call today, Omid. It's giving out too much information. Okay? Omid, if the government comes out and says, we cannot enforce a vaccine mandate, I'm going to give Omid multiple choice. That way he can't screw it up. Should you sell more vaccines or less if they can't mandate somebody to get them?
Less.
Less. There you go.
Yep. I mean,
why BNTX is down. If you bought them at 1 with us, they're 7. They may go to 20 today.
BNTX.
If you bought Moderna with us at 70 cents, they're already going to be 3 at open. NVIDIA. We bought NVIDIA at 40 cents, 255. They're going to be $2 at open. Okay? Puts. our shops are already in the money. They're going to open at 20. They may go to 40. You rarely get these opportunities. Okay? This, what Sam teaches and how Sam trades is ridiculously simple. Other people are like, oh my God, the VIX went from 20 to 19. I'm going to go buy calls.
The VIX, if you were going off of that, I mention it sometimes, but that's when it gets overextended. If it's up 30% or 40% or something, then it catches my eye. But the VIX actually has been pretty tame in this. I mean, it just barely got to 21, right? So
yeah.
Anyway.
So for these SPXs are created. How far does it go? Look at the 4570s are 380. You know why they're 380, Omid? Because if it takes out 4581, you got 4500 and 4506.
4550, right?
4550 to 4506. Jesus. Insane. This is 2001. Anybody that tells you different, they're wrong. These stocks are going to go to shit. Peloton is going to break. GME is going to break. AMC is going to go to 7 and never get higher for the next 30 years. AMC can never make money more than they were making. It's going to take them 10 years to do that. 10 years. Why is the stock not?
They're not worth that valuation. They don't have the capacity to get to that valuation.
Look at GS about to tank. But here's the thing, guys. Now, somebody's going to send me a message here in an hour. Sam, my GS went to shit. So you put in, let's say Sam put in 50 grand into GS. Put in 60 grand. Okay, so I'm going to lose 60 grand. They're not going to go to zero today, but let's say I'm down 60 grand. I assume I'm down 60. I just made, at 20 bucks, $140,000 on SPX puts. Do I give a shit about GS, Omid?
No.
Yes or no?
No. I mean,
but I want GS to go down. I want those to go to zero. Why do I want GS to go down,
because
Omid?
the other stuff will go up.
Because if the banks go down, SPX goes lower. We make money on that one. We've been doing these pairs trades.
You want to have that exposure. You know, it's okay to have GS. Because you don't know, it could have gone the other way.
Exactly.
You want to have
why is Sam doing pairs trade? People are like, Sam never does pairs trade. Hey, what's he doing? You don't know he's mentioning this stuff. Clowns saying shit like this. When the market is in a certain realm, let me tell you what's going to happen here. We could go down 150 handles in the first hour. Possible. Not probable, possible. And then gap 60 points up. Okay? So if that happens, you want to have some calls. You go sell your puts, you have some calls. This is not rocket science, guys. This is why you play both ways. Sam bought shop calls, and then he bought shop puts. The puts, Omid, are going to be $70 today.
Yeah.
We bought them at 5 to 70. But let's say you bought the call, so you put in another 480 on the other side. So you put in 10 total, 10 to 70. Omid, would you like to get a 10 to 70?
Yeah. I mean, it's rare. Okay. You know, sometimes if you get a day two on these, you know, and you can hold on, yeah, the payoff is pretty good. All depends, right?
10 to 70. So now somebody's going to say, well, he bought calls. His calls went to shit. You know why? Because you don't know how to trade. People that say this stuff don't know how to trade. Right now, you're in a pairs trading environment. What does that mean? That means you have the violent reactions to the upside will be massive.
Yep.
Let me tell you, shop here, if shop pops, it's going to 1100 today in 5 minutes. It'll go so fast, it'll make your head spin. If it doesn't, it's going to 1,000. That's why you have calls, and that's why you have puts. And then we see, and then we see, and then we see. But today looks like it's just going to dump. everything is going to go dump. Okay? Let it dump.
You have the perfect scenario with the banks down.
31 on these SPXs before, and then we're going to roll. Now, here's the next thing. Somebody's going to say that didn't buy the SPXs with me, and I'll go buy those 50s, 45, 70s at, say, $3. And somebody's going to say, Sam, your $3 went to shit. But I'm going to say, we just sold the other ones for $220,000, and we put $30,000 back in. I'm up 180. Trading 101. This is Trading 101, guys. Trading 101. Okay, that was I gave you all the stuff. I gave you all the info. This is very simple today. If we take out 45.81, 45.52 into a weekend, into a Friday, into the market's closed, and you know why everybody else is selling on it? You know why they're selling? Because they're like, I need money to put on the Cowboys. There you go. Put on the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you got, buddy? Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was...
Yep. Good stuff.
I gave you way too much information. I don't give that much on premiums, but I gave you so much, you should be able to figure a lot of shit out. Okay? Go ahead, Omid. What do you got?
You know, other than the classic Niner Dallas matchup, you know, what else is there to talk about, right?
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I used to love those days. Anyway, that's hopefully it lives up to it, right? So, anyway, I'm trying to sort through what Jamie Dimon is saying here and see why that stock is down or the futures are getting hit. I don't see anything earth-shattering. I mean, there is a lot of headlines, but you know, he's saying that you know, there's loan growth, solid results across his businesses, you know, and the loan portfolio looks pretty healthy, low net charge-offs, you know. So
so let me ask you a couple. I can give quizzes, Omid, all day long. Omid, has the Fed started raising rates?
I would say yes.
No, they haven't. Okay. Has your credit card interest rate gone up or down?
Well, I know the car companies are charging more this year in anticipation.
No, I'm just talking about for this month.
No, I mean, of course not, right? Yeah.
Okay. So why would the charge-off rates, why would the defaults, why would any of that gotten worse?
Yeah.
Why would it?
Yeah. That's in the rear view mirror. Last quarter, obviously, right? So, but no, I was just trying to see if he made a comment on something that you know, that caught up.
No, I understand, but his comments are irrelevant, and the smart people know this.
Yeah.
If he said, so here's the question that people should ask him, and they don't have the balls to ask him this. Sam has bigger balls. He can ask him this stuff. If the Fed raises rates 1 basis point, will your defaults go up?
Yeah.
Will your defaults go up?
Right.
Absolutely will go up. They will jack your credit card rates 4 or 5%. That's what they do. That's what they do. Doesn't mean they should, but that's what they do. And let me tell you, the credit card companies don't think. Because here's the thing. Let's say you're paying 19% Omid, right? And you're already pissed off. You borrowed $1,000 and you're paying 19%. You're pissed off, right? If they take it to 25% when you miss a payment, you just then say, I'm not paying it all, F you. I'm going from paying you at 19% to not paying you at 25%.
Yeah, I never understood that.
That happens all the time. All the time. They say, I can never recover now, so screw you, I'm gone.
And the bank doesn't care because they'll charge it off.
Exactly.
But your credit gets hit, you know. But you know, I think that credit card companies, the way they manage their rates is completely disconnected from reality in the market anyway. So I'm not sure how much, you know, that depends on what the Fed is doing. But you know, I think you know what. look, this is pretty much a perfect setup here right now. Obviously, with the banks down, if you look at the numbers, they're good, but they're probably looking into the future, right? It doesn't matter kind of what happened last quarter,
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
that's yeah. So the market is worried. But Sam and I talked about this a few days ago. Why is the Fed? Oh, we're gonna raise rates 3 times. Like, why don't you just raise it 50 basis points twice?
Exactly.
Instead of peppering the market, that's what they're gonna do. That's what Greenspan. You know what Greenspan did? He raised rates 19 times on people who took out variable loans. That's what he did. 19 times he raised the rates. I mean,
I'm
they
going
could
to
have
sell
managed
these.
that better.
Yeah, I'm going to sell these SPXs at 31, and it's going to piss me off because I know they're going to go to 70. I just know it. But here's the why am I selling them if I sell them at 31?
That I don't know what.
You think too hard. You think too hard. Simple thinking. Why do you sell something at 31? You have a lot of time.
Because it's up 31.
You're up 31.
Yeah.
You don't want 31 to go to 0. This is why you do it. Guys, we keep telling you this stuff. You sell them and you roll up.
To me, it's so I'm with Schwab. I have Fidelity too, but I'm mainly with Schwab, and it's just bizarre to me that you can do this on Fidelity, but the other guys don't do it. It's the online brokerage business is gotten really screwy. That makes no sense. So, but nice trade on that. I'm gonna hold it and see what happens after the open. But it's pretty quiet headline wise. Long week, lower for for the week. And I would think, and Sam brought this before, we go lower probably into Fed end of January, and then we'll see, right? And then it's possible that he'll
But Josh Brown said it, and somebody probably called him up and said, "Quit being stupid. You're destroying people. These guys are destroying people." Oh my God! I mean, I like this. I like this. I like this. Oh, this is good. It used to be 400. Broadcom used to be 380. It went to $10. It actually went to $7. It went from 380 to $7, Omen. I had Texas Instruments had 20,000 options at $20. Had 20,000 options when I was working at $20. The stock was at 100. They bought Bird Brown and it went to 15. I told the CEO, "Who the hell buys something if you have 30% margins for a 5% margin company? Your stock just went to shit. You don't have one guy working for you that knows anything in the whole company. 50,000 people, not one person knows what's going to happen except me." I keep telling you on Apple. If Apple builds a car, the stock's down 50 points. The margin on the car can never compete with the margin that they have. And then they're going to come out one day and say, "Our revenue went up, but our margin went from 60% to 20%. So now you're making less money." And the stock's going to implode. But Apple's not that dumb. They may say, "We're going to buy a piece of the car, the inside piece of the car, so their margin stays higher." Then we see, and then we see. Okay, anything else we get started?
No, I think let's see what the banks do. So yesterday was the semis, and today we're gonna watch the banks. If they turn around, it's possible the market comes back. No.
No. It's into the weekend, into the long weekend. Nobody wants to sniff anything, right?
Right. Yep.
I mean, maybe it goes up, but it's not going to go way up. I mean,
no, it's not rallying, but I'm saying like
so,
maybe watch.
What stock should go up 30 points for the market to be real? Come on.
Lam Research.
Lam Research. If it's not up 30, this is not real. Okay, good morning, everybody. 114. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Listen to the whole thing. This is all recorded. I gave you 2 hints. They're amazing. If you learn those, you don't need anything else. You just need to learn those 2, and you can be a great trader. Okay? Ridiculously simple. Okay? Interesting. Then we see. Okay? SPX down. I don't even know what it's down. It's down 31. 31 here puts it at 46.31. You got 4,600, but you got 45.81. If 45.81 comes, we dive. What do we do? We dive. If it breaks, interesting. It's a potential pop area, too. So then we see. Okay? AMAT needs to be... So what the semis now gave you are huge numbers. No compelling reason. There's no reason to buy AMAT till it hits 160. It got the great news. It went to 165, 166, and it dropped. No reason to buy till 160. NVIDIA. No reason to buy it till 280. I told people yesterday this is going to go sub 200, and people are like freaking out. Absolutely 172 on the table. 172 on the table if it dives. Then we see. If this lasts another month or 2 weeks, it's going to be 200. Then what you're going to do? Then we see. ASML. This thing should have been 800 yesterday. It's not. So now I think that AMAT, ASML, Lam Research all need to split. Then we see. Okay? Lam Research needs 720. Don't sniff it till 720. Now we're going to sniff it because we're going to go buy some for earnings on the 28th. And then we see. Avago gave up the whole game. Wow. Okay? Needs 631. Amazon. This was at 31.52 Monday. You may go back there and hit it again. Wow. Goldman Sachs. Lower. If the market collapses and they take this to 35.50, this thing could be 370, and we would go buy calls for earnings. Then we see. Netflix, trying to break 500, 472. Snowman, 282, 271. Shopalicious, 1039, 1009. That'll be nice. Roku, 161, 132. UPST, we're sitting on the 110 puts here. They're going to open, we bought them at 1, they're going to open at 5. Manage your account. You got 105, 104, 91. Baidu, working lower, 137. BNTX, if you bought those with us at 1, they're going to open at 8. 1 to 8. 1 to 8. Maybe it pops, maybe it doesn't, maybe it breaks. Then we see. Okay? Moderna, they're going to open at 3. It may pop. Does it break? I don't know. If it breaks, you got 191. There's another one, 70 cents to 10 possible, but you got 3. Google, working lower, 27.32. Tesla, if it takes out 991 by noon, it can go to 952. Wow. This is what happened in 2001. Amazon was a great company. Everybody knew they were going to do well. It went from 500 to 10, and it took 10 years to move. If Tesla breaks, it can go to 600 and take 2 or 3 years to come back. Not saying it's going to happen. It can happen. Don't know how ugly this gets, but it's getting ugly. Know this. Okay? City during the final financial crisis 1 to 2, absolutely. You know, there was a store, Michael's store. You remember Michael's store? Went to like 20 cents and then back to $12. Interesting, right? This is a stock. Are there circuit breakers? There are circuit breakers, but you're not even close to them. I mean, it has to be way down. Once rate hikes, they'll implode. There is no rate hikes yet, guys. They haven't raised rates. Okay? Very straightforward. Wait till they do. Then we see, and then we see. Okay, hope everybody liked that. See you in chat.